Good morning, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all doing today? My gosh, I have never been this disorganized in my life. Anyway, I am now here, guys. Honestly, um, to rush a little bit, but we're okay. Anyway, that's important and unimportant. So, how have we all been doing? I hope we've all been well. Yeah, definitely a bit of an interesting week this week. Um, lots. I actually watched the I actually watched the news last night. And I was like, what the hell is going on with the world? Um, but anyway, so that I do, we start off with daily energy. So let's do daily energy, and then we will have a talk about weekend, and yeah. So let's just start with that, and we'll see where we go from there. So, oh my gosh. Um, let's the Two of Coins. Okay, so Two of Coins is today's daily energy. So, um, instability is definitely going to be a forerunner for today. But we do have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So there is instability because we are letting go. We are releasing old habits, ways of being, things that no longer serve us, situations that honestly we've been shouldering or we've been bearing with for the last, however long, and worse, really kind of prompting us, right, to take a stand, to say no more, to really look at people and go, why am I the only one doing this? Why are you guys not, assisting me? Or why are you guys not to see how it kind of turns out. Now, the fallout from this Two of Coins in reverse, it's necessary, right? It's going to feel a little shaky, or people's reactions are going to be all up in arms and that because of what you've said. Now, there's a need to, stick to your guns here with that Ten of Wands in reverse. Like, obviously, if you know that you're in the wrong, obviously, is kind of being the one that has to step up to the plate, or always has to be the one to miss anymore, because it's just like you're not learning, or it's just like I just feel as though I'm um encompassing a bad habit, right? I'm just like supporting it, and I'm not about that, right? That Strength card coming through. Need to stand your ground with this, because whatever, decision you're finally taking a stand on, it's because it's, meant to. You're releasing it because you know that it's not healthy, it's not good, it's just not it. Right? That Strength card. Stand your ground with this, because you are trying to improve your your lot in life, right? You're trying to make the load easier for you, not harder. Where's my other deck? Today, what's the moon in today? Capricornius. It's in Capricornius today, I'm pretty sure. What's today? Can you tell I'm not really think. So a bit today can be a bit contentious, guys. Just be aware. We are standing ground today. I'm going to go back here. We are standing ground today. We are really going to be. That's today. Don't Chiron. So that's that can be really contentious, but there is like a element of something being healed here, or trying to take actually tension and a little bit of argumentative energy as well. Words that hurt and words that cut. Also today the sun is going to try and set in. I like the sun trying to set in today. That is at 7:13 New Zealand Standard Time. The sun trining Saturn today is kind of like the sun is presenting options, right? It is, Gemini is the sign of options. It's one thing or the other. And when it talks to Saturn, that's a really nice opportunity to consider. That's a really good to consider your options, right? To consider the way forward in regards to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations, right? Where do you want your life to head as well, with Sun trine Saturn? Because Saturn is the rule maker, and the Sun is you. 16th, right? Moon's in Capricorn all day. It is not in a sign that it's a really serious moon, the moon in Capricorn. Remember, it is in its opposition to where it likes to be. So it's in, what do they call it? Fall? Yeah, I think that's the word it's called. Hi, Belle. Yeah, so the moon is in Capricorn all day today. It is pretty tough, guys. So just be aware of that. The moon in Capricorn, it's a tough moon. It's opposition. It's home sign of Cancer. It can be a little pessimistic. So just try and keep the vibes up. Try and do some fun things today. But it is a serious moon, so it's really going to be helping especially emotionally, to drive us forward, or to finally kind of push you somewhere, and make things happen. Right. The Capricorn moon makes, what does it make today? It makes lots of trines today, actually, to the the Taurus planets. So it makes a nice trine to Uranus, so that can be something really unexpected. That is at 1:09 New Zealand time. So that's what's the 1:09? So what's 1 o'clock? That's 6 a.m. for those of you in Pacific. And what is it in Eastern? 9 o'clock. 9:09. Then it goes and trines the node. So the moon in Capricorn trine the node is really pushing you forward in regards to where you want to go, what you, how you want the dream to unfold, right? It can also be fated meetings with business partners, or anything to do with reputation as well. So that's also what that can be. That's at 6:56 p.m. New Zealand time, which is 2 a.m. Eastern time, and 11:56, so almost midnight, actually, for those of you in Pacific. So it's going to be in the middle of the night. And then at 9:08 New Zealand time, which is 4:08. No, that's not. Yes, 4:08. 4:08 Pacific time. The moon will then try and Venus. So that's going to be interesting. Moon in Capricorn, trine Venus in Taurus. Venus is all about love and compassion and all those nice lovey-dovey feels. But it's trying a really serious moon. So it can be a little bit of optimism and the pessimism, right? Which I honestly really love. The moon is then going to be... No. Okay, so tomorrow the 17th, that's Friday for me. That'll be... Yeah, that's Friday for me. The sun will then square. It's just, it's not it. It's not nice. It's not fun. It's just, it's really kind of tough energy. So that's definitely going to be a bit of a transit when it goes, especially when it goes to, really close to being exact, and then as it kind of falls away. It's going to be a little tough, guys, for the next couple of days as that Sun Neptune square is going on. It goes exact. It's going to be in the middle of the night for us. For those of you who live in America, have a look. One in the morning, right? What's that? That's at 6 in the morning for you guys. So that'll be 6 in the morning for you guys in the Pacific, and 9 a.m. for those of you in the East. So what is it today for you guys? Wednesday, so this will be Thursday for you guys. Honestly, days are really confusing for me. Anyway, but that's going to be a really contentious energy tomorrow. So something to be aware of, guys, something to really be aware of is that contentious energy with that Sun square Neptune. What I can say is that with an aspect like that, it's probably best to try and be really like, if you're tired, nap. Like, just nap. It's just nap, guys. But it's kind of good to try and like keep yourself in high spirits or do things that really help you feel optimistic or really help bring in the serotonin, because I think that's really going to be really important. But also, if we're feeling a little disillusioned or we're feeling a little like we're in this spell of a fairy tale, a dose of reality might be a good thing. The moon will actually help with this a little bit because it is in Capricorn for most of the day. For the morning, at least. And then it'll go into Aquarius on the 17th. So tomorrow we have that really nice Capricorn, that really tough Capricorn moon. It is going to go void with a conjunction to Pluto, which can be difficult, but it can also be good. I mean, it kind of depends. Decisions, right, being made. Really, really rational decisions, I guess I want to say. The moon will go into Aquarius at 9:44 a.m. New Zealand time. What was that for you guys? What's 9 a.m.? That's 5 p.m. Eastern time and 2 p.m. Pacific time. The moon will go into Aquarius. I love the moon in Aquarius. I mean, if you're going to manifest something, if you're going to put something out, something creative out, or a new product or anything, that Aquarius moon is going to be the moon to do it. Because it does go void with a trine to the sun. So definitely the moon to be wanting to put stuff out into the world. And I mean, the moon in Aquarius is about community. It is about the internet. It is about, so I mean, it's a really good moon to do that. What's this? It does start off with a trine to Mercury, which is communication from people in your community haven't heard from in a while. It then makes a sextile to Jupiter. Remember, Jupiter is in Aries, so it is in the war sign, with Mars at home in the war sign. So it can be an interesting kind of energy to really rile you up, or to kind of, rile doesn't seem like the right word, like put a fire in your belly, radiant energy. Remember, whatever sign Jupiter is in, he makes it, twice as big, twice as impassioned, twice as bold, twice as, whatever it is. So just be aware of that. The 18th, if I can go back to my notes. The 18th, we have just moons today. So moon's going to be in Aquarius all day on the 18th, which is Saturday. Saturday we got a nice moon all in Aquarius. It's making a square to Uranus at 1:36 New Zealand time. That is going to be an interesting moon, especially because it is square to Uranus, and anything that happens to Uranus is unexpected, right? Or shocking, or like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming, right? So just be aware of that. That can be anything to do with like shocking news from community groups, or just some sort of like revelation we don't kind of see coming, right? Something we don't see coming in regards to the group, the community, the humanitarian organizations. There can be news from perhaps even the war in Ukraine that's currently going on. At 2:35, the moon will then sextile Mars. That's a really nice sextile, forward action, a lot of movement towards making dreams, goals, and aspirations a reality. And then at 7:18, the moon will then square the North Node in Taurus. And so the North Node square the moon is a little bit of an adjusting here, or like trying to get it so that the dream, the goal, the aspiration is more in line with the things that we kind of find out throughout the day. It's not a bad thing. It's all just about adjusting energy. And then on Sunday, which is the 19th, we have Venus transits. That'll be fun. So we have Venus square Saturn. Excuse me. We have Venus square Saturn. So Venus squaring Saturn at 9:31 in the morning. What's that for you guys over in the States? 9:31. That's 2:31 p.m. Pacific time, and it is 9 in the morning. 5:31 p.m. Eastern time. That's an interesting square, right? Venus square Saturn. Saturn. Remember that Saturn is retrograding right now. He is reviewing. He is revising the structures that we have built since the end of February, guys. He's asking us to really look, to really kind of see if things are the way that we want them to be before we move forward, right? Later on in the year. And he's squaring Venus in her home sign of Taurus, really helping to make things better, right? Trying to kind of ground and solidify dreams, goals, aspirations, trying to give us gifts in that. But Saturn, a square to Saturn with Venus that can be really contentious, right? Venus wanting to give and beautify and make things so much more sensual in Taurus, and Saturn in Aquarius retrograding going, do you really need to do that, right? Is that really necessary for the progression of the dream? So that can be a tough question, right? A tough question there. Hello, Shamika. Hello. How are you today? Then at 4:05 p.m., Venus will then sextile Neptune. Now, for those of you in America, what is that for? That's 9:05 p.m. Pacific time, and midnight, 5 past midnight for those of you in the east. That is a nice kind of trade. So I mean, whatever happens in that argument, Venus is going to win anyway. I'm just kind of pointing it out there, but she's still going to feel hurt that she had to have that argument. But she's sextiling Neptune, right? And Neptune is all about the the ethereal world, right? It is spirituality. It is, well, it can also be a bit of romance, right? Because it is the ruler of Pisces, and Pisces is that really romantic sign. And so with this sextile here, I mean, that's just, I love that energy. It just feels really ooey and gooey and gushy, and just really, really nice energy there. It can be a little bit of an aha moment in regards to dreams, goals, and aspirations, or it can really help you understand a fundamental part of the dream, goal, or aspiration that you've kind of been feeling as though is missing, right? There's like you have this feeling as though there's something missing here, and that can really kind of pop up during this time. What's the moon doing on Sunday? The 19th, Ivan. Okay. Moon is in Moon's in Aquarius for the better part of the day, but then it will transit into Pisces. The moon will go. Let me have a look. So on the night on Sunday, the moon will square. The moon in Aquarius will square Venus. That can be a bit contentious, especially how we emotionally kind of feel about the dream. It can be someone actually saying something that hurts, because Venus is also about relationships. So, yeah, and how we relate to the group, how we emotionally relate to groups, can be a little tough. Later, after that, the moon will then conjunct Saturn. That isn't too bad. That's really nice energy. Really kind of feeling, excuse me, really feeling on top of things. Really feeling as though we kind of have a grasp on things. We finally get it, right? Honestly, I woke up this morning and it's just like not it. It is cold this morning. Sorry, guys. And I don't do cold. And then finally after that, the moon will go void. So the moon will go void with a trine to the sun. And that's information that can be like really interesting, actually. It could be offers. It can be opportunities. And it can just be good news from the group, the community, something like that. At 11:02 in the morning, New Zealand time, the moon will then go into Pisces. 11. That's 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific. The moon will go into Pisces. I love the moon in Pisces. I mean, it is it is adorable, it is romantic, it is, you know, all about dreams, goals. It's also really like artistic as well. It can be really artistic. However, oh gosh, looking at its last aspect before it goes void, it will go void with a square to the sun. So this moon, so that's just something to be aware of with that Pisces moon, because it does go void with an argument to the sun. The moon in Pisces, what's it doing on Sunday? It will be squaring Mercury, so that can be contentious, that can be words that we don't agree with, or could just be arguments that make us feel bad. That's it. Okay. And then on Monday, because we're going to talk about Monday, because I'm not doing a live on Monday, I'm doing live on Tuesday. Here we go. Yes, I'm doing it on the solstice. Okay, and then on Monday, Mercury will sextile Jupiter. So this can be information that we need to hear regards to the dream, the goal, the aspiration. It is a really nice energy for put you're a little stuck. The Mercury sextile Jupiter will kind of help to push that forward. And the moon will be in Pisces all day on Monday, with a nice sextile to Jupiter. Again, unexpected things in a good way, especially in regards to dreams, goals, and aspirations. And also a sextile to the node, which can be really fated opportunities, which is really, really exciting. Okay, so that's the astrology. We can pull some cards for the weekend, or I can do some readings. I don't know. What do you guys think? Alright, let me change screen if I can remember what side that. Where's my. This one, okay. You know, I love hotkeys, but just trying to remember which one is which. I'm terrible at that, honestly. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle these. Alright, let's talk a little bit more detail about what you guys can expect this weekend. And then we'll see what's what after that. So let's do this. Get in there. Right. That one's for Friday. That one's for Saturday. That one's for Sunday. And that one's for Monday. There we go. Right, okay. Right. Okay. So overall energy, we do have Ceres coming out. Ceres is the mother. Right? She is the nurturer. She is the mother of Persephone, the goddess of the underworld. The whole kind of concept of rebirth comes from her, right? Without her and her daughter's story, we wouldn't have the seasons, according to legends. And so this is really going to be a weekend where nurturing is really going to be important for everyone. Yeah, alright, if we're going to do that, we'll do. And so that is definitely something to consider. Watch how you nurture things, right, this weekend. What do we got coming through? The 5th house, okay. So Friday we have the 5th house coming up. The 5th house is ruled by Leo. So Friday is going to be a day where you really can put your time, your effort, your energy into anything to do with recreational activities, anything of entertainment, games, gambling, romance, or dating. Children is also something that can be highlighted on Friday. Creative self-expression, love affairs, and also things to do with how do I say that in a polite way? Because the fifth house is about pleasure. It is the house of pleasure. What else? Okay, oh my god, you can't make this stuff up. The Ace of Wands. Having Ace of Wands come up, yeah, absolutely. With your, what was I gonna say? I've forgotten now. Really have fun with your creativity. Really spend, like, if you've been feeling a little tired, maybe a bit of downtime as well. But you know, that's really fiery, passionate energy with that Ace of Wands and that fifth house. Absolutely, go out there, pursue creative activities. Really kind of push things in a more positive direction. I like Friday. That energy looks good. Okay. So fourth house coming through for Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a day where perhaps you're probably going to want to spend more time at home, spend more time with family. It is fourth house, and that is what the fourth house is all about. It is the house of home and family. And so I do see you really wanting to spend more time on Saturday around the home, whether that is maybe you're going to be buying a home, so maybe you spend Saturday looking for a house. You go like, what do you call it? You go viewing homes. That's what it's called. Or you perhaps want to do some renovation on your house. Okay, right. Okie pokey then is it for